listening to an encore presentation of The Kevin Jackson Show.
Opened the floor to questions from reporters today during a meeting with GOP leaders at Camp David. Congressional leaders as well as cabinet members met with the president to lay out a plan for 2018, but the fallout from a new tell-all book seems to be stealing the spotlight. Joining me now, Democratic Congresswoman Dina Titus from Nevada. Awfully good to see you. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I know that you've spent time with this president. As far as his mental state, which has been called into question by this book, what is your impression of him? Do you agree with claims that there's reason to worry about him?
Well, I think he's unfit to be president on a lot of levels, intellectually, morally, legally. And I'm hear people trying to say he acts like a child. That's offensive to some of the children I know. I think you might as well just call him a sociopath. If you read the book by the Harvard psychologist, Professor Stout, Sociopaths Next Door, you see he fits all those qualifications. Excessive lying, delusional, lack of empathy, superficially charming. Just call it what it is.
Well, just call it what it is right there. I tell you what, get her done. Oh, Congresswoman Dina Titus. Good for her. You know, look, what's funny, if you listen to what they say, they're describing Barack Obama. They're describing themselves intellectually, morally, and legally not supposed to be president. That's as he says. Intellectually, Donald Trump shouldn't be president. Okay. I told you guys, look, if you want to compare our intellectual midget to your intellectual giant, our intellectual midget is making your giant look pretty midgetly. So go for it. If they think that that's going to sell, Donald Trump is stupid. He's unfit. He's mentally, he's morally, legally, he's not even supposed to be president. And did I mention that I'm still mad? And then I love it when they do this. This is when you always know you're beating a liberal in an argument. Well, you know, there was a study. Harvard said, a Harvard psychiatrist, really? So a Harvard psychiatrist gave you some descriptions of a person: excessive lying, delusional, superficially charming. He's a psychopath. And I go, that reminds me of Barack Obama. You know, if you like your plan, you can keep your plan. That dude, delusional. And everybody that follows, not only was Barack Obama delusional, everybody that follows Democrat leftist politics is delusional. Period. This isn't even a political for me. I'm telling you guys, as God is my witness, this isn't a political discussion for me. When you say, Kevin, you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, fine, you want to give me a label. Excuse me, if you want to give me a label, I'll take the Republican label. But I'm not a Republican. You want to give me a conservative label? I'll take the label, because I'm certainly not a liberal, but I'm not a conservative in the sense that I don't believe that the things that are determined to be liberal are liberal. Kevin, what do you feel about same-sex marriage? I don't believe same-sex people can marry. I believe they can be together, and I don't even give a crap. But they can't be married. And I'm going to tell you this, two husbands can't go, well, to a guy, well, he's my wife, or two women can't go, well, she's my husband. I don't know how the gay rationalize all that stuff, but no, it's two of you together and you're two women and two men. Give it new titles so I understand what it is. For all intents and purposes, if you want to say as another man, that's my husband, I'll get it. But you're not going to convince me that you're married. You'll convince me that you're together, you love each other, you want to live together. As strange as that appears to me, I don't really care. There are people that don't want to mate and all they want to do is live with their animals. I find that strange too. Now, is there a word for that? Can you marry your animals and just say, I don't want a husband or a wife, I just want to be with my animals? Maybe so, but you won't be married. So that's my rationalization. I'm saying live and let live, but you're not going to change the way I define words. I don't want to have to relearn a bunch of crap. Maybe other people do. I'm too old for that crap. Did I say crap? So, you know, these people want to paint us. They want to, you know what they're trying to do? They are trying to put this banner, this thing on Donald Trump. This is who he is, because he's flicked every one of them off. So now he's deranged. And Donald Trump's like, yeah, whatever. I'm a genius. And what's funny, it's genius that Donald Trump says, not only am I not deranged, I'm a genius. And oh my gosh, look at him. He's completely egotistical. That's exactly one of the things that they say that noted psychologists from, the Sorbonne in France, because they can't just tell you, you know what? He is genius. And the fact that he even has to say it to you is pretty sad, because he has done what no other president in modern history has been able to do. He's tackled those issues that no other president in modern history has wanted to do and done effectively, and he's done it without even breaking a sweat. He's done it with more negativity than Ronald Reagan faced. And you ask yourself, I didn't even think that was possible, but it is. And he's done it with class and style. What is this woman talking about? But she goes on. Here's what she says.
Do you get a sense that many, or at least some of your colleagues, feel the way you do on Capitol Hill?
Oh, there's no question about it, certainly in Democratic circles. The frustrating thing is that Republicans will say similar things in private in the elevator, but then they go right down to the floor, vote for his agenda. They defend him in committee hearings and on television, and they go like minions in a bus over to the White House to provide a backdrop for some of his photo ops.
Oh, welcome back, Kevin Jackson. Here's who you listen to, the Kevin Jackson Radio Show. That was the second clip we took from Dina Titus in an interview she gave where she's trying to present that Donald Trump is deranged. He's deranged, doggone it, and everybody knows it. Intellectually, morally, legally, not supposed to be president. And a Harvard psychiatrist said it. Why? Because he lies excessively. He's delusional, but he's superficially charming. That's all the makings of a psychopath. Barack Obama. So then she gets asked the question, well, what do people say about it? Well, they don't like him. Democrats, they just say it outright. They don't really like the man. Didn't you see that vote on the tax bill? But let me just explain it this way. The Republicans say the same thing. That's why I don't understand why they would dare go down. They say these things privately, then they go down on the House floor and they vote lockstep with his agenda. Wow. What? They follow his agenda after privately saying, you know what? We don't really believe him, but we're going to go down and vote for him just because. See, here's what I'm going to tell you. In the poker game, there's a sucker and they usually don't know it. Dina Titus is the sucker. The Democrats are suckers. If the Democrats, look, let me put it this way. The Democrats are under this belief, and the Republicans are playing a beautiful game right now. McConnell and all of them. We really don't like Donald Trump. He's kind of wild and crazy, but privately I can tell you that. And then they go vote for him. They go vote right in lockstep with his agenda. And as she said, like minions, get in a bus, go to Capitol Hill, do the photo op, and then they go back. And she can't figure out why. And the Republicans are going, yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. The Republicans are telling the Democrats, we're still in lockstep with you. We're still Democrats. We're still rhinos playing your game. Come on, guys. Yeah, privately, we don't like this guy. We can't stand him. Wow, what a piece of crap he is. He's unhinged. He's mentally unstable. And the Democrats go, well, I just don't understand why you don't say that publicly. Well, I can't say that publicly, but come on. You and I, we all agree, right? Yeah, we agree. So they agree. And then the Republicans go do what? Exactly opposite of what they say. I want you to think about what's going on here. If the Democrats are too dumb to see that they're getting played by the Republicans, who am I to tell them? Right, do they listen to this program? You're getting played, you stooges. These guys are in lockstep with Donald Trump. And let me tell you why. Because Donald Trump's getting it done. They've seen the political shift. The Democrats want to believe this shift isn't occurring. And the Republicans are going, you're right, it's not occurring. No, people don't really trust Donald Trump. They're playing the game. For the first time, I will tell you guys, in politics, you have Republicans who are tricking the Democrats into believing that they are now, that we're partnered, when they go down and they support Donald Trump's platform, and then the Democrats go, how could you do that? You just said to me privately, I know, but look, we're playing an elaborate game. Think of it as the double Russian spy or whatever they call it, the double agent. That's what the Republicans are doing right now. They're playing double agent because they know politically they better back Donald Trump.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.